People in Bright Riders were like the most toxic people I've met in my life.
You're watching this, huh?
4 or 5 people ready to gang up on me, bro. And like bang me up for things that I am not even involved in. And this is only because I make videos. Bro, this is like the stuff you go through.
But
making vines, I've faced like criticism, I've been hated on. Like people don't think of it that deeply. Like I would have like a emotion.
what do you mean you don't have an emotion?
Emotion meaning, bro, whatever you're seeing, this version of me, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not the real me. It's like catered in a way to impress other people.
Okay, so what is the real you?
The real me is someone who is like super depressed and super sad. So I question myself, why am I the one who's sitting with the audience? Instead, I wish I could be the one on the screen. So like, you know, these small issues.
What have you done to push yourself up there? Why are you still sitting in the audience? Why are you not on the big screen? Like, have you done
So actually,
have you done something? We are talking about his show, which he directed. He did everything. No, not everything. He was basically the head of it, which is basically the director.
Yeah.
Too Old to Cry.
Too Old to Cry.
Yeah, Too Old to Cry. Link in description.
Please
Watch.
Please.
All episodes shot in UAE.
We need
by
views.
Yeah, we need views. He needs views. So the thing is, for me as a viewer, because I had no context, I don't know anyone from the show. Nobody. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know she's an artist, but I
Okay.
don't know her personally. You also, I don't know personally,
yeah.
but I know you because of Ziad and that's it. Nobody else I've not even seen in my life. I've not even heard of anyone else in my life. Like nobody over there.
Okay.
Like I saw Sneha, Aisha, and also they were there for like 2-3 seconds. I saw that. So them I know, but then all of you, like the core members, I don't know anyone. So I'm basically like anyone, like an unknown person watching.
So how did you end up reaching here? Obviously these people, like how did you find this?
Yeah, because everyone posted.
Yeah.
And then I saw your name also, and I know you used to be this wines guy. Used to be this wines guy, like Fawz the wines guy, because there used to be like 2-3 Fawazes over here. Like which one? The wines guy. How did that wines thing start? I know different topic, but how did that wines thing start when you were in school?
Wines thing. I think that's the best place to start here. Like our
Back
episode,
then.
Yeah, because that's like the turning point for me. The wines. So for me, like growing up, I was like really bad at school. Okay, because bro, I can't like stick my eyes into a book like for more than 10 seconds, bro. I get distracted, bro, like a lot, and I was so bad at school that every PTA meetings we go, my dad doesn't enter like the school, like you know, he waits outside and he sends mom, and then mom comes back and she's like just disappointed all these years, okay. So like I was just like maybe I could study, but I was just not up for it, bro. Mentally I could never do it. I have no idea how I like reached till 12th and passed, honestly. So like, but like I started getting like this interest towards acting, okay, like not filmmaking. Because like growing up, you're seeing these amazing actors like Mammootty and Mohanlal, and you see them on repeat, yeah, like in Mallu channels, like you know, the 90s, 80s movies and will come on repeat. So like when I started to see them act, that was like the one thing like I was like so curious about, like I was like so passionate about, like so I would actually start like when I see them act, yeah, like initially and all, I was like, how can someone literally do this and like make you believe that it's real? And this thing used to like, you know, stick to my head, okay. And I was like a really good liar also. I was like the best liar, okay. I would like lie about everything to my mom because I would do so many stupid things. So like once I start seeing these actors, like every time we go back home, like after watching a movie, like my parents would talk, like, or my brother would talk, and he is also a big time cinephile, like he also wants to be a director. So that's where this drive initially started. Because for me, whatever my brother does is like the cool thing.
He's elder than you?
He's like 6 years older.
Okay.
So like if he says he likes Batman today, I like Batman, but tomorrow if he switches to Spider-Man, I'll be like, okay, I love Spider-Man too. But I will like not intentionally know it's because he likes it too. So like that, he was into direction when I was in like 7th and 8th. So that's when I also was like, okay, my brother's doing it. Unintentionally, I'm like, okay, I also want to try film. So I would like want my brother to cast me in his short films. Okay, so that's why I actually, it's like a brother complex, or it's like trying to impress him is why I initially got into this. But also I would try to act out scenes. And like there's this saying in which I saw in an interview, I don't remember which celebrity, but she said something like, if you're a good liar, you're a good actor. Because acting is basically lying, right? Like you're playing a whole different character. You're lying to people that you're a character. And I knew I was a good liar. So that's what like literally drove me to try acting. But initially when I started acting, I started loving it. And how I used to make sure can I do it or not is I would basically around my friends, I would like try to like not do characters, but I would like sometimes basically play like a different version of myself. You know, maybe one day I would be sarcastic, maybe one day I would be like this very serious type. But what happened is low key, right now I don't have a personality. Because I have been doing this for a long time that I don't know who I am. But that's a whole different story. Like I don't have like a emotion.
What do you mean you don't have an emotion?
Emotion meaning, bro, whatever you're seeing, this version of me, right?
Yeah.
That's, I feel like that's not the real me. It's like catered in a way to impress other people.
Okay, so what is the real you?
Real me?
It's okay, I'll cut.
The real me is someone who is like super depressed and super sad.
Okay.
I'm just telling this to you because I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, like if what you think or like anything, or I'm not looking for pity or anything.
Meaning when you go back home, you're very sad, or when you're
Not
alone
really.
or
I
something.
am depressed and sad because I have only like one goal, and that one goal is to enter film, bro.
So why is that depressing and sad?
Because firstly, I'm depressed and sad because I can't be myself even with my closest friends.
Why?
Like, because bro, I don't like people worrying about me. I don't like, you know, even like if they say, oh bro, like Fawz was not happy today, let's make him. I don't want like my problems to be like others' problems. Yeah, that is one thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Second thing is like only one goal right now, bro. Nothing else. I know I can do it, so I just want to make films. And like whenever I go to movies, and I'm watching films with my friends or my family, when they go like, whoa, this is crazy, that's crazy, I'm thinking, you know, I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, I'm sad inside my head because I'm like, bro, I could have done it much better. If this kind of budget I had, I can think of like the better things I could do. Or if they're seeing like this really good actor on screen, I'm not like comparing myself to that person, but I would also wish, I wish instead of being the person to praise the person who's on the screen, I wish I could be on the screen that people are watching and they are praising. So I question myself, why am I the one who's sitting with the audience? Instead, I wish I could be the one on the screen. So like, you know, these small issues.
But what have you done to push yourself up there? Like why are you still sitting in the audience? Why are you not on the big screen? Like have you done?
So actually,
have you done something?
So that's what again like the wines, right?
Yeah.
So initially I wanted to enter film.
Yeah.
So first thing I thought like was like how do I do it? So I started researching in 11th, and then I went up to my dad. Okay. I found like this college in like Pune. It's Pune Film Institute. I think it's very popular, and then you can get there's only like 10 seats per year.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Only 10 seats. Wow. Like for acting 10 seats, for like direction 7 seats, like that. So initially it's an actor I want to be.
Someone's calling you.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So initially, I thought actor. Yeah. So I walk up to my dad, and I'm like, Dad, so after 12th, I want to study acting. Dad was like, get out, engineer or doctor. I'm like, shit, I have like parents who won't support me for this. Then I went to my brother, because my brother is like studying in Coimbatore at the time, but he's doing direction at the time. He's making short films.
Oh, okay.
So I thought he would support me.
Yeah.
So I go up to him and say, brother, like I want to study like acting. So actually I could have kind of tricked them. I could have told like study like media or like direction.
Scamish,
yeah, a bit more general thing that could get me different jobs. But me back then, we don't have much knowledge about these things.
Yeah.
So for
you
me,
just
acting,
said straight to acting.
Yeah. So I went to my brother, and then even my brother was like, he also said no. So I was like, I thought he would support me.
Yeah.
But then like when he said no, he was like just thinking from like a general perspective where he's like, get a degree first and do this and do that. Yeah. So then I was like, I was so let down, Then there was this one instance where so New York Film Institute was there in Abu Dhabi. They had, I think it was pretty recent. They started a branch in Abu Dhabi, and you could actually mail them, like, just send them a mail and just tell. All they needed was like an extra like a essay kind of thing, which describes why they should like take you in after your studies. After 12th, I just did that and I just wrote a little bit of stuff. they replied back with the offer, like with a scholarship, but it's maybe like a 10% scholarship. 10% meaning that place is expensive.
It's very expensive. Yeah, I know, it's very expensive.
Yeah, so that 10% doesn't make a difference. So I felt like this would be good enough to like convince my dad. Okay, this was like the second step of me trying it. So I forwarded this email to my dad. I was like, like you do the CC thing, no? Something like that. And I don't know much about emails, but I just forwarded to him. I was thinking, let's see what he thinks like once he comes back from office. So what my dad did was he replied to me, like send the same reply to me and to NYFA. And he sent them, my son won't be, sorry, we are not interested to send my son for this thing. This is when I'm in Bright Riders and I'm like in 11th. And he sends me this. And bro, there was like this flame of like anger inside me. Like, which I didn't know what to do with. Okay. And I was so pissed off because this was him directly opposing. Like if he told me, okay, don't do this, like, I'll send you for something else, all would be good. But this was like, my dad is like very strict. For him, if he says one thing like once, then like there's no point questioning it. So I'm so used to it that if he says no once, okay. Because like you're used to it, like growing up. So then I was like, okay, so like if I want to make it, there's no way I can do it through my family. One big problem NRIs face is if you grow up here, it's hard to get recognized. I don't know if you know this. Like if you're someone like, for example, if you want to enter Malayalam industry, if you're someone who grew up in Kerala and if you're like trying to do these things in Kerala, chances are more because you have people that you studied with.
Okay, you have contacts. Here it's very tough to find those contacts.
And bro, just from me studying for 5 years in India, I have people who are kind of like indirectly involved in like production studio licensing and stuff. So these people can actually get me in. So if you're an NRI who grows up here and you want to study, like try to enter something like this, chances are way less for you to enter unless you go back. Because here, for you to get recognized, like you don't have the friends who are in the same field. Here, most of the people do corporate work or like different work, but nothing in media. Because if you want to do media, you have to be there.
Yeah.
So once I realized this, and I wanted to get some opportunity to act, I was like, the only way is by making videos myself. I make it, I edit it, and I act. And I knew I could like forcefully bring in my friends to act to these things. And that's how I started, bro. So this whole Vines started out of an impulse I had against my dad for saying no to acting. So I made like the first Vine. Then I just, like how you have like post every Friday. First, like I had like post 2 Vines per week. And Vines are a much easier thing to make. It's just like 5 to 6 seconds videos. So I just started making go. So in the start, people in Bright Riders were like the most toxic people I've met in my life. Because all the people that came to Bright...
They're watching this, huh?
I don't care, honestly. Like I don't care. And they know this. They know how toxic they are. Yeah. Because back then I was like the weird kid, bro. Because I was like very hyperactive. So if you're hyperactive, like people would like, if you're too active than them, they just actually consider you like, a bit weird. So I wouldn't care because I wouldn't even notice that initially. But the thing was, why Bright Riders was a toxic place is because all the people who got rejected from there, the streams they wanted, they come to Bright Riders. Yeah. So people from our own, people
it was a new school which opened for 11th and 12th.
You go there like because it was like we were like the second batch. Yeah. They needed students. So you go there, you tell what stream you want. They just give you no exam, nothing. Yeah. Okay, and you just need to pass 10.
Yeah.
So
it's like the ones who wanted science to study computer science or biology.
Yeah. Maybe in Addis and all they might have got like social. Yeah. But they wanted like at least commerce. So all the messed up people from different schools came to BRS. Yeah. But the good thing was I got to learn a lot of like how to handle toxicity and how to be like better. I got to learn from like being in these kind of surroundings. So I started making Vines, started posting. I had like some few good friends like Amin and all. Started making, and initially the criticism, bro, these people just want something, right? Like to make fun of.
Who? You mean the Bright Riders friends?
Bright Riders friends. Okay. So they would just make fun of it. And yeah, it was very toxic, bro.
They'd make fun of it.
They would make fun of it because for them, they are like, I had like this thick Mallu accent and stuff. Okay. So they would just see this, and so we had like the digital screens.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So they would like take Facebook and then they would play my Vines. And I am there like sitting in the middle of class and like everyone is watching.
Well, that's a good thing, no?
No, but the way they watched it was like,
it's like
making something weird this guy made.
Like so, everyone's laughing at you for your accent and everything.
But then there were people would still find it cool. But like a majority, like there will be a few people who like other people follow, right? Like if they say something, they will follow those people. So honestly, bro, even though they criticize this like hell out of me, yeah, thankfully for some reason, it didn't like it affected me, but I didn't stop. Okay, I kept making. For some drive I had, I just kept making. But like there was this one instance. So I was thinking, like the page is slowly growing on Facebook. Okay? It's kind of growing. Back then it was called We Student Wines. Okay, initially.
Okay.
And like we made like 30 to 40 wines.
Yeah.
And then like I went to India.
Yeah.
But when I went, like we were like having that 2 month break where I'm like not making videos. But like this realization hit me where I was like, so I made wines from like December of 2014 to like summer vacation of 2015. And my intention was I would consider it as like I kind of am making a difference. Like difference meaning, like what I mean is like if someone that I don't know texts me about the show, about the wines, or like if I go outside and if someone who I don't know personally sees me and goes like, bro, I see your stuff. That would be like the first thing for me.
Okay.
Like a sign. Okay, like, this thing is reaching people that I don't know.
Yeah.
That's when you know, it is expanding. This didn't happen, like, for the first 6 months. So I was, like, in India, and I'm like, you know what? Let's stop. Let's just stop. Because if you stop, I feel like no one would even notice. That's the point I reached to. So I made up my mind. I came back to Abu Dhabi, and then I was just deciding on telling, like, the few 5 to 6 guys who are, like, regulars in the wines. I was just going to tell them. But I used to do this thing whenever I come back from India. I stay right next to WTC, and I used to love visiting that place. It's like the time WTC started.
WTC where?
Mall.
In Abu Dhabi.
In Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
So like I would just go to WTC mall. Yeah. This is one random guy. He's ordering something at McD or something, and then like he sees me and he's staring at me for a long time. Okay, he's a junior. Like I was in 11th and he's in I was in 11th and he's in 9th or something. Like this chubby kid, he's like looking at me and I'm like, okay. But I understood. I'm like, is this the wines? Is this the wines? Does he know me through the wines?
Oh.
Later, like this guy kept staring at me. And like usually people are scared to approach you also. I thought people would approach you and you would be the person who's scared. But like, so my face when I'm sitting normally, it's always like a serious face. It's because I'm like always in thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people when they see me from a distance, they see me like this serious guy, sitting like this.
Okay.
So they don't know if they can approach me or not.
Okay.
But like when I see someone smiling at me, I immediately smile back, so that they know, okay, like this guy
is also comfortable. Yeah.
So I see this guy, and then like he's smiling at me and looking like a creep from a distance. And then I understood. So I smiled, and this guy like just walks up to me, and like he doesn't know my name. Okay. He just comes up to me and he goes like, "Bro, are you the wine guy? The guy who makes the videos?" Bro, the first time this happened in my life, bro, it was like a revelation, bro. In my head, like the happiness I had, it was genuine happiness, bro. I just smiled and I'm like, yeah, bro. I got up from my seat. I'm like shaking his hand. Like I'm just like happy. I don't know what to say. He's like, bro, I watch your stuff. It's really funny, bro. I'm like, thanks, bro. Yeah, like, it's because it's...
That is enough, bro. That one person is saying is enough.
Because that's when I understood, okay, it's actually going out of my circle. After that though, bro, that 2 months when I went back and came back, bro, everywhere I went in Abu Dhabi, like football, there were people in football like from Addis, like who would come and say, I see your stuff. Like people from our own. Then there were people like from my circle who would send screenshots of people who I don't know, like some girls or guys who just like messaging them. Bro, like, do you know this guy? Like, he makes videos. It's really funny. Bro, this started like actually expanding with a lot of people talking about this.
How many girls messaged you?
They don't message me. They don't message me. They message their friends. And these friends send me a screenshot. And then I'm like, okay, at least they're not messaging me. But like they're messaging these people. So people are knowing. But there were like a lot of, not girls, like a lot of guys and girls equally. Like I think majority were guys, for sure. Girls too. Okay, girls too. But then, like...
These girls can message me below, huh?
Maybe, if you're into podcasts, yes, definitely. But yeah, after that, bro, whenever I go out, the place, Wagah Mall, WTC Mall, all these places, people recognize, bro.
Wow.
Bro, it's like a local celebrity vibe, bro.
Yeah.
Because back then, I'm the only person doing this. And like, like for me, getting recognized, it's not like a self, like, you know, like an ego thing. It's like when new people keep popping up. Every time when people come up, I ask them these same details: which school, which grade, how did you come across? Because for me, this is mentally like I'm taking down like the tell me.
No, I was asking, who are these people? Are they all like Indians in our schools, like in our 3-4 schools? Indian schools.
Who are like in an age group which is like goes up to 5 years older to like 4 years younger.
4 years younger.
So this age group, people,
really nice. Okay.
It's pretty crazy, bro. And our page had actually hit like 3K likes in Facebook. So 3K likes back then is like equal to like 10K followers on Insta. This is Facebook page likes.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. So we were actually doing good. So almost we made like 120, more than 120 wines. I think we hit close to 150 wines.
Oh, okay.
Bro, after this thing hit, like, I'm not even kidding, 1 out of 4 times if I go to a place that's populated, that would have people in like Indian schools in our age, people would notice, bro.
I know you because of Fawaz wines. Like,
bro.
Like your name on my phone is told us that. So, like, I didn't know what to name as the second.
Bro,
I was like, wines.
Bro, it's crazy, bro, because like most of the friends that you have that know me, initially they know me through the wines.
Okay.
But like Ziad and all, when he meets me first time, you know, like he just knows me through that. But like, you know, we just got to know each other and then we've been like friends for long. So there are many people who knew me. Only people from my school, like a small circle, actually know me before the videos. But a lot of friend circles I have now is after making the wines, bro.
You're the reason why Ziad got married to Shaisa. He told me the story. I was like, oh, this legendary guy.
After that, So this time when I came for season 2, I hate like, you know, making people like asking people for favors unless I pay them. It's
paying
not,
is different.
Because if it's a regular thing, I don't like it. So I kept Ziad, he would just come with the ride just to drop me off, go. He will come from some, in between work, bro. This guy comes, picks me and drops.
Comes in his MG car.
Bro, let's go, bro. And then like he's always up, like he wants to know about the show. He asks me, bro, show me some stuff. And then I show him some stuff. He's like, send this to me, bro. I want to watch this alone. He was really up for it, bro. He likes stuff like this. Because he's into photography, So then I was like one day I spoke, like...
He watches a lot of videos alone, man. Too many videos he watches alone.
It's crazy. It's the safest word I can say. So one day I was like, bro, like, if like me calling you this much for all this, like if it's being a bother, you know, you can tell me, like I'll actually stop. So then Ziad goes like, no, bro, like never, like you can call me for him. Then I started thinking, does he have like this thing, because I indirectly set him up with Shaisa, does he think like, you know, he's forever in debt, like to me? I think that's also a factor, bro.
Did you speak to about this?
I don't remember, bro, because we met a lot of times when I was here for shoot. So, like we spoke a lot of things about like him and Shaisa, like behind the scenes, like not relating to the show. So during all this time, I have a feeling like I saw like a side of Ziad who was like thankful to me, and this is his way of repaying me. And if that's the case, like, you know, do it. Help me, like, you know, I have no issue.
So what happened after wines?
So after
you
getting
grew up,
recognized, it bloomed, bro. It even reached to a point where people I didn't know wanted to cause fights with me.
Fights?
Bro,
I remember fights was a thing back then, but then what did you do?
Bro, like, so people I didn't know, so
it's like the modern day boxing match, like let's box and stuff like that.
So like not every time, like this is like happened like twice. We are not mentioning names or anything, but there were instances when like people who I didn't know personally, maybe I met them like some random tuitions or like some random place once or twice, okay, maybe. So these people come, like at first they like talk normally, and then they ask me like, you know, can we meet up? So I go like, yeah, bro, sure. So usually I go like alone to meet up.
But who are these people who are messaging you? Random
people who I know as friends. Like
okay.
From like
got you.
Different schools.
Yeah.
I might have met them once. They are like friendly.
It's like you and me. I know you because of Ziad.
Exactly.
Okay.
But like there would be something that makes me sus. Something about the way they want, because they say like a specific location, they say like a specific time.
Maria Mall 6 p.m.
Yeah. Like shady.
Wait, we have to tell them what Maria Mall is.
Yeah.
If anyone tells you come behind Maria Mall in Abu Dhabi, do not go.
Do not go. I don't think fights ever actually happen there, but like come behind Maria is like a scary term. If someone messages you and tells like come behind Maria, say you're busy or you're going to India, just leave. So this kind of thing happens, and then like twice apparently issues had happened where even I didn't know I had done something. They would call me, and like if I go there would be like 4 or 5 people ready to gang up on me, bro, and like bang me up for things that I am not even involved in, and this is only because I make videos. Bro, this is like the stuff you go through.
But
man.
your videos are not hurting anyone or in any way, right?
There are even people who become friends with me, okay? Like become friends with me, and they like maybe like once they come and bro, good wines, and maybe like randomly I meet them outside. Then like a month later, they come and like tell me to make a wine targeting a certain person.
Oh.
Yeah, and this would be guys who are targeting girls who maybe they went and they said I like you or something, and they said they don't like them back, and this person gives me a whole script and they even tell me the girl's name, and these would be popular girls from schools like Addis, Aaron, Islahi and all, bro, all schools. These would be
Whoa, you are bigger than celebrity, man.
No, I'm like again not sugarcoating it. Like I'm saying like locally, like people knew me, and like these people come and like they give me like transcripts of like what they. So I would always do this thing where I actually put in comments, if you have a wine idea, contribute. You can actually message me about it. So this is what they would take as an opportunity. And for me, I like involving the people who watch, even for the wines and for the show. I always take inputs, like which is the episode you like better, which is the duration you would prefer. Because I like making people get involved so they feel more like they are also a part of this thing. So I've been doing this since wine days.
Yeah.
So people love that factor because they feel like they are not just a viewer. So it's a good idea. You can also try something like that. Ask people what they think.
Yeah.
Anytime a person comes, tell them, like ask them, what do you think? What did you like? What did you not like?
Yeah.
Because always they'll have something. But also keep in mind, when it's something creative, for example, like a third person watching this podcast would find it really cool. But like the fourth person wouldn't. So like the issue with creativity is that it's not something that everyone will like, but also people will love. So like if a person tells something negative, that doesn't mean it has to be negative. But you can learn from these things. So I got to learn like that. So things like this happen, bro. Fights, making wines, I've faced like criticism. I've been hated on. Like people don't think of it that deeply, but I think once you I think one example could be there is like these girls that you like and you hang out with, but I think some people have like this inferiority complex kind of thing. Well, if like the girls talk about this guy highly and then you don't like it, like I think some people just, it's back then, they're younger, bro. They don't know any better. So I think back then they just have this complex where like they think this guy they see on screen thinks that he is cooler than them and he has that attitude. Yeah. Because I have like close friends of mine now. They think I'm like this guy who's like straight up to everyone. They think like, I'm going to, I know these many people, I make these videos. So they think, but like the first time they meet me, they understand I'm just like this dumb guy who's hyperactive and they are like, this is like a foul guy. And then we just bond, bro. People actually think like that, bro. People actually think, if you make content and if it starts reaching places, people actually think that you think highly of yourself. But that is far from the truth. Yeah, this is something I've faced. And it's not like I'm famous or anything. I'll only maybe have like 2,000 to 3,000 like people max, minimum like 1K people that know me. But that is also something, right?
It's a lot,
So, like these are things like I think like people face once they start making this. But I don't think you would face this though. Because in your podcast, you're being yourself, right?
I guess so.
I hope so, because I don't want you to go through this. I really wouldn't want you to go through this, bro, because this is like a lot of drama. And for me, because I'm a very dumb guy who doesn't realize like the people hating on me or on my surroundings, that's why I survive, bro. But if I actually pay attention and I come to know, I would actually have a breakdown. And the thing is like, people have an expectation when they come up to you. When they're like, bro, you're the guy who's making videos. So you have to keep a fake persona also, where even if you're...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have to... I can think of some random person coming and talking and I'd just be like, okay, yeah, that's me.
Okay, like even if you're having a bad time and someone comes and talks to you, if you are in that mood talking to them, they'll just think, okay, this guy has attitude just because I went and talked up with like them. And this is a part of being this kind of person. If you're putting yourself out there, you are being a public person, you have to, you know, this is my concept. You know, you have to keep every personal things aside because you are to consider yourself like a public thing. You are for the people. So if someone comes up to you, you can't complain about your stuff. If they're coming up, you should have like a fake persona and you should like, you know, be happy and always smiling to them. Because only like that you can grow. So that's something I've noticed. Like if you're happy to everyone, they like you, they talk about you later when they go to some, hey, today I met this guy, he was very friendly. That's the reason I was able to like, you know, make a lot of connections.
That's good.
But like
what happened after Wines?
Basically, all of us went to study. In university.
College,
All of us split up. One guy in Germany, one guy in Hyderabad.
What did you do?
I went to Kerala to study
law. Why did you choose law? You wanted to be an aspiring lawyer?
No, I just watched a lot of Suits.
Okay, so you want to be a lawyer?
and in my family, my grandmom was a lawyer, and my mom wanted to be a lawyer, but like she was not able to pursue that. And then I loved the aspect of like arguing, giving forth like you know, both sides of an argument. I always liked being like trying to win arguments. So I felt like I was good at that.
So are you like Fawaz LLB?
Yeah. Fawaz Ashraf BBA LLB.
Oh!
Yeah, bro. It's insane. It's a weight to itself. When people come to know, oh, you studied law.
It doesn't sound like you. It does not sound like you. And I don't even know you that well.
Like, you studied law, and the way they ask you is like they don't mean it, I think, but the way I think is like, you can do that?
No. Like for me, it's the same. Like, can you do law? Because of like what I'm seeing, what you do on YouTube is like, it's like you need to be very creative to be on YouTube. And laws, I'm not saying it's not creative. It's obviously creativity because a lot of talking and stuff like that. But you need to be like to the point, directly, no going here and there, and you need to like stick to the plan. And this is like, you can go here and there, but there's also planning. You know, so that's why it's like two different worlds, I feel.
Exactly. Like I'll be honest, the reason I took law is because initially I thought that's something I would be interested in. But I joined, first few months in, I'm sitting in the college and I'm like, because I had so many other people who was kind of studying film related stuff.
Come near.
Oh, sorry.
You started going there. I don't even know if you're in the frame, man.
Alright. Oh no, don't.
Let's see.
Okay.
I don't know. It just depends on the...
Let's do some AI stuff. So like I would see friends who are like doing film related stuff. And I am studying law related stuff. So I would sit every day, and our college was at like some hilltop kind of area, okay? So I would just look out the window and like just look into like the like far distance, like the mountains and stuff. And I'm like sitting there like, I'm not supposed to be here. The whole 5 years went like that. But like there was stuff. So there's this thing called moot court. Okay, for every law colleges. Moot court is basically a big hall that is set up like a fake court. Okay, so they have like a whole court set up, and you can actually, they'll train you to like be experienced to actually do the thing in real life. So they'll have like a judge's table, they'll have like the podium, you know, like the, what do you call it, like the where the witness comes and witness stand.
So you should know, you studied LLB.
It's been a while. So like in the 4th and the 5th year, they'll give you like cases, they'll separate you to two parties. So like one will be for the defendant side, one will be for the prosecution side. And then like you're supposed to do case, and you're actually supposed to go and argue this in front of a judge who will also be a student. And it's really funny because we have no idea what you're doing. And then everyone is joking around, like, you know, tick, 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 like, oh, it's very funny though. And then the teachers are and like some people are like very shy to do this kind of thing. So it's very nice. But like that's when I realized I had like an ability to argue. Because like there were so many cases that I did. So then I thought, you know what, like I had like shitloads of back papers. At least 16 backlogs out of like, I think more than 16 actually. More than 16. And this...
How do you clear all of them?
Oh, bro. So, first year, second year and all, I kept thinking of dropping out. So that's why like I didn't study much. Oh my god, if my parents see this, I'm dead because I don't think they actually know I have 16 backlogs.
Don't you have to pay some money for it?
No. Like I would pay, but I would never, they would never actually like, look into how many backlogs are because they are in UAE. So I would tell my dad, so this much money I have to pay for backlogs. So it would be maybe 5, but I would say like for 2 backlogs, it's this much. Bro, because if they come to know, I'm dead. So basically, first 2 years I thought I'll drop out. So I kept getting backlogs because I wouldn't study. Then when it reached 4th year, I understood, okay, it's too late.
Yeah, too late drop out.
So I was like that, like 4th year starting to the completion of 5th year, bro, like I'm pretty sure more than 20 backlogs, including the extra 24 papers. So 24 papers which I have to finish, which is gonna come soon. Plus 20 backlogs in like one sitting, go right, finish.
Okay.
Finished it in like 5 plus one more extra year, which took to finish the backlogs.
Okay.
So so that 1 year where I was waiting, because after the course is done, you have to wait a whole year, right? For the backlogs to get over. Like it will only come like once in 6 months, and you don't have to do anything. Like you just sit at home. That time I started going for practicing. You can practice as an intern. Okay. Basically, you do whatever a junior lawyer does. So I started going. Then I understood that it's a field maybe like I might excel in, but it will take a long time.
Okay.
When I say long time, a long time. At least 5 years, I'll give you this thing. At least 5 years for you to learn from a senior lawyer. Okay, like 4 to 5 years. And even if you're ready to be independent, if you move, solo, there is no guarantee that the clients you had should follow you. And it's very low, the chances, because they will be the clients who are like for the senior lawyer.
They won't come to you.
They won't come with you. So, and the amount you get paid, this is very realistic. The amount you get paid from in my hometown, it's 5,000 rupees per month for being a junior lawyer. And you get a raise maybe like every 6 months or 1 year. That is like 1K or 2K. And that too only if your lawyer is super nice. Okay. Now in High Court, that is in Ernakulam, Kochi, you get paid 10K. Now you might think, okay, it's not bad, but in Kochi, you come from like your hometown, so you have to pay for rent, for mess, for all of this.
That doesn't
in
really
the end,
10K,
you're still left. And the 10K, you're paying for like maybe 4K, 5K. 5K, you will actually get a room, like just a room, which you share with 3 or 4 people. Okay, so in the end, bro, you're not making anything. So once and High Court is like you think when people say I'm a lawyer for High Court, you think, like, okay, these guys are actually making
nothing,
So I know this for a fact, okay, every year there's 60 students from a batch. Okay, when their course ends, 30 students don't even try the field. Okay, they go for corporate or like something BBA related. The rest 30 might try. In that, maybe like 20 might be girls who get married like soon, like maybe like 4 or 5 years maximum, they'll get married and then they just settle down. Okay. Then there are girls and boys also in the rest 10. But out of this 10, maybe like 5 quit after the first year of practice because the financial issues start hitting, bro. The financial issues is crazy. They start understanding that I'm not going to be able to be financially stable in the next 5 years because whatever I'm making is getting spent. Because I'm making like 5 to 10K max. So when they start noticing this, 1 year later, they also change field. Then there is like the rest 5 or 6. You know why like those people stay? They stay because their parents are also in this field. Their parents have a firm in India. So they go under their wing. Their parents, usually when you stand under a senior lawyer, if it's like something, not your parents or something, maybe not like your relative, it's hard to learn from them. Things happen fast, so you have to like run behind them. That's why it takes long. But if you have a parent who's in this field, who has a firm going on for years, okay, they will actually take care of you. Every single doubt, they will like take their time and explain it to you because you're their own child. And there is also the guarantee that you will get their cases once they retire. So this is why like 5 to 10 people from each batch actually stick around. But there are people though, like, you know, even having these issues, but they are smart. They are like really, really smart, bro. They know how to like survive.
Yeah.
They know how to get clients. They know how to even trick senior lawyers' clients and like, you know, bring them with them because they know how to speak.
Okay.
So maybe I might be able to if I tried, but then I understood that if I'm gonna try that, it's like a 5 to 10 year process, and I don't wanna take that risk because there's a lot of luck involved too.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot of competition also.
Yeah.
And like there's like a million lawyers in Kerala, like my age. So there's no guarantee that like me alone, I'm not special enough to like have to. So when I realized this, it came to a realization where I understood that I can actually make more and be more efficient in film field. Because film field made me understand that has more promise than being a lawyer, bro.
Yeah.
And even if film doesn't work out, I can do media stuff like for marketing, for companies. So that's when, while I'm sitting in the law office, I just call up my gang. I'm like, guys, I want to make a web series.